45, and of course Charles Hamilton with 47 on the back. Van Rooyen in the ruck, competing hard up against Elliott-Tideman. Forward look at Curtin, such a prominent figure. It was mentioned in the pre-game. Tapped it down around the body here for the Tigers. They are on the board.
Good start here by the Tigers. One straight 6, South yet to score.
He's played every game in the season 2025, 19 disposals, 4 inside 50s back in round 6. That's gone up the chimney flute, up and down. Ball spills down at ground level. They're looking for the immediate response of the Bulldogs, and no prior opportunity. We have another.
Matty, good call there on Robertson. All of a sudden, one apiece. Grand final day. It's been a ripping start from both sides. Jermaine gets another early possession there. He may have a deadly part of the ground so far for the Tigers. The South Fremantle need to be organised around this stoppage. Off hands. Elliott-Tideman there for Souths.
5 disposals each lead that category on the field. Shallow toss in from the boundary umpire. Hand pass was too hot to handle for Jennings Hopkins. The Tim on the boundary.
South Fremantle looking a bit raggedy at the moment. Claremont 2 or 3 players back behind the play, building the wall. Blood is in the water.
The Tigers, again, they just need some space and just some time and possession. Good looking kick. The focus was heading for Elliott-Tideman, who couldn't take the mark, wrapped up.
No doubt, because arguably one of the talents of the upcoming draft crop. We're back in the middle, start of the second term. It'll be the Tigers to the left of your screen.
The kick wasn't too bad. Van Rooyen and Curtin were there. South Fremantle cut it off, and they'll have it through the agency there of the big fella in Elliott-Tideman. Gee, went very close to infringing there, I thought, from the Tigers' perspective there. Bryant very close to the man on the mark. Kick travels, just its required distance. It's within the hands there of the which develops on the far side of the ground. We've played 2.5 minutes at South Fremantle. 4-1-25. They trail Claremont 4-3-27.
Got an injury update again.
At half time. Can the Bulldogs snatch a late one? Just 10 seconds remaining. They'll need a mark. Do they get it? No. Just ricocheted off the thighs. Maybe the snap around the...
Being around class people like yourself, it makes me nervous.
Third term underway. Can the Bulldogs respond? Van Rooyen will shark his own tap work. Goes to ground. He's really has. The physicality of this game has been through the roof.
Matt, my apologies to interrupt, but I personally think that South Fremantle have got no choice but to send a tag to Caleb
Robinson, who's shown some moments today as well. So important stoppage just inside the paint of 50. Extracted by the Bulldogs. Rodriguez kicked it.
Ground. The ruck not here. Van Rooyen versus Elliott-Tideman. He wins it. Tackle he didn't have it was a South player. They picked that. Rodriguez.
He's starting deep in the forward line. He's looking to fill the bag up.
Just what the Bulldogs needed, and they look to get this clearance after that magnificent individual goal from Dogs hardcore fans to the left of our screen, just there at left half forward. So Van Rooyen trying to extract that footy, and he is done of travel. Matt Chechen's here alongside Dan Hobley and Cam Robbins. Jordan McArdle, Tim Lees riding the boundary in this Colts season D decider.
Souths, this is a Claremont variety. Catalini, long kick. No one really wants to fly for the football. Souths kick it out of the pack. Williams sits under this one. Ball in between centre wing and half forward. Souths desperate for the next. Van Rooyen farms off the hand pass. Made it someone else's
in the hot spot. Sprawl over the top was affected by Hopkins. Oh, Cam, sensational. Maynard, little check side. Banana, another goal. South, here they come.
Let's have
Colts here. Claremont are up early in the reserves. East Perth 1. They beat Claremont a bit of a ball over. Banfield again tracking well. He can draw the play over the top. He doesn't. He goes.
Dogs is that they've only won this term by just 1 point for all of their good work earlier in the term. So the ball up. Claremont, little shallow entry inside.
He looks $1 million fitness-wise. Very, very fit man.
It's just like looking in the mirror for me there, Ben.
Waiting for that.
As the kick around the corner.
5 metres. Wonderful kick. We're back in the middle. South Fremantle just consistently just hang around. They can't get past that 2.5 goal margin though.
Onto this and not concede a late one. Inside 30 seconds now of this term.
Van Rooyen with a kick. Now he needs numbers around this. First back there was Braun. Gave off the hand pass to South Fremantle. They got some drive early out of the midfield of this quarter. Again, bit of a shallow throw in. Van Rooyen went very aggressively with the fist. the top for some time. There'll be reunions in 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20. It's something that can never be taken away from this side of 23 again for Claremont. Can they inflict a little bit more pain, I should say. Pain, if I can spit it out. Here's Jermaine, round the body. Been very good in that first half.
Ushering a bit of traffic around as he perfect bounce into the turf. The Tigers again with another clearance. Well done, Banfield.
The soon-to-be premier and the side that challenge. You've got to remember, Claremont have gone the hard way to win their way into this premiership decider. As the ball...
Another one, very proud club they are, and the Colts. Footy in the WAFL. Umpire throws the footy up. Well done by Watson, trying to find his teammate. Roving front and centre is good. Here's had a good game too, Lucas.